Okay. This is what live is all about. So I was streaming live and my mic was on muted. So I probably was speaking, you couldn't even hear me. So I'm starting this all over again. So hey everyone, it's Ken. And today I want to talk about the best free affiliate marketing training for beginners, and that's taking action online. Now, if you recall last week, in last week's live broadcast, I had talked about the first module. Okay. And the first module in this taking action online action plan is the getting started module. Okay. And it's a really important module for people to watch. In fact, it's probably, I would recommend that everyone watch that first module because it's really going to set the tone for you when it comes to your online business. Because what it does is it's going to teach you what it takes, okay? And it's going to set that expectation level, because I think a lot of people have this notion that making money online is really easy and that you can do it quickly and the results are going to come fast. And unfortunately, the truth is that it takes time. And I see a lot of people who start off in the make money online world, and they've got, you know, so much energy and passion, and they're taking action, and all of a sudden they hit these roadblocks. And because it's not as easy as they thought it was going to be, they get frustrated and they eventually quit. And this to me leads to shiny object syndrome. And you know, I suffered from that, and I know a lot of my other friends in the make money online world, they also have as well. So it's something that we all go through. It's an unfortunate rite of passage, but again, it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, it does not have to be that way. And the taking action online action plan is the best way for you guys to learn how to build an honest and transparent, evergreen marketing business. Okay, so today I want to talk about step number one. Today, what we're going to be going over is the first step, which is choosing a niche. Okay, so I want to share my screen with you guys, and I want to show you what I'm talking about here. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so this is step number one, and it's choosing a niche. Okay, so this is the first step in your journey, is being able to choose that niche. Once you've understood what it really takes to build an online business, then comes the part of, you know, hey, I've got to choose my niche. This is what they say when the rubber hits the road, right? This is that proverbial saying. So what you want to do here is go through this action plan, step number one, and choose your niche. Okay, it's not that hard to do, although I gotta admit, as a beginner, it's probably going to be the most difficult choice that you're going to make. And the reason why is that we tend to overthink things, okay? And we tend to want things to be perfect. I'm one of those people that wants things to be perfect all the time. And in this world, when you're an entrepreneur, if you are the type of person that's going to be striving for perfection every time, what's going to happen is you're going to hit these roadblocks, and it's going to stop you from moving forward, because you're always trying to look for the most perfect, you know, solution or the perfect answer or the perfect words, and you're never gonna move forward. Okay, in this business, it's all about moving forward and learning from your mistakes and learning from your victories as well, and moving forward, because that's how you learn. Is you learn by doing. And that's something that my coach Philip Borrowman right here, this is what he talks about. Okay, so I gotta apologize. I think I see two cursors on mine, so you may see two arrows here. I'm sharing another screen, or I have a external monitor that I'm testing out right now. So you may see it on two of these, and my apologies on that. But in this module, you know, choosing a niche, keep it simple. I think that's the theme of this. And it really, when you go through this module, in fact, there's 14 lessons. You can see there's 14 lessons in here when it comes to choosing a niche. And by the way, this is free, folks. You're getting this for free. All you got to do is click on a link down in the description. I'm going to leave that in there. And I'm also going to put up a banner. In fact, let me see if I can put that up right now so you guys can see that. Let me see here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this up and then we'll scroll down. And that way, if you guys are interested in registering for, to me, what I consider the best free affiliate marketing training for beginners, then go ahead, go to kenfurukawa.com, sign up. It's free. It doesn't cost you a single penny to get this valuable information. Okay, so let's go down these training steps right here. The first part, the first video to me is the best video because it really kind of touched upon a lot of confusion on my part when it came to choosing a niche. And part of it is that we overthink it. We overthink choosing a niche. We want the perfect niche. And because we can't find the perfect niche, then we end up not choosing anything at all. And I remember getting a message from someone asking me, tell me what is give me the niche that is the most profitable with the least amount of competition. And I chuckled to myself because I'm like, well, there is no such thing. I mean, really, every niche out there has been chosen. It's just a matter of you taking action and doing what you need to do in order to get your business started. I mean, that was the message that I gave the guy, and hopefully he's taking action. Hopefully he signed up for this action plan and is following along, because this to me is the most incredible value. It's the best free course out there, hands down. Okay, so first of all, is just don't overthink it. Okay, and then Philip will walk you through narrowing down your niche. In fact, he has like a checklist that you can go through that will help you, or a document that will help you to write down your thoughts and then eventually narrow it down. Okay. And then he's going to teach you how to find a niche idea. And then he's also going to show you a more aggressive way of finding a niche. Okay. So when you follow along on this action plan and you're choosing your niche, there are some things obviously that you have to consider, right? There's some things that are common sense things that you're going to want to consider when you're choosing your niche. And, in this area right here, when he's talking about eliminating niche ideas, using common sense, using, deciding whether or not it's an e-commerce type of a niche, and also in terms of social media suitability, these three modules, or these three areas that he covers, are super important because we don't think about that, right? I think when we all first start off choosing a niche, we all end up choosing the product and then fitting our content around the product, right? I think a lot of us have made that mistake. I know I have in the past. And in this step one, Philip will really kind of turn that around. He wants you to find the problem first. Okay, it's all about producing content first, because no one's going to buy your product if they don't know who you are and if they don't trust you, right? If you're out there just trying to sell without building up an audience, without building up a following, then really no one's going to buy from you, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? So that was, to me, when I heard that was an epiphany for me. And I've gone through this training before, and it was a real eye opener, because in the past I would just look for the product. I would look for the product that was the most profitable, and that's a product that I would choose, and then I would jump into that niche. Whereas he wants to flip that around, and you choose the problem, you find the problem that you can solve, find if there's people searching for that answers for that problem, and then you build your content, and then later on you're going to choose your product. Okay, but this is the process that you go through when you're choosing your niche. Okay, now he talks about profitability and crunching numbers and things like that. Those are other things that you need to be aware of when you are choosing a niche. And it's interesting because in one of the examples that he talks about, he mentions certain micro niches, and when he does some research, some keyword research on it using a keyword tool that he talks about, there wasn't very much search results. However, when he did a Google search, he realized there were, thousands and thousands of searches happening every month. So, I think in this day and age, we tend to rely so much on technology to do the work for us. But at the same time, we can't abandon that. We've got to really utilize our common sense and utilize that to sift through the technology, because technology, it'll give you the answers. It just doesn't care. It'll just give you the statistics and the results and the answers, and that's it. But you, as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, have to go through that information and kind of sift through and filter out and decide for yourself what makes sense, right? And what's common sense, okay? And then he goes into choosing a niche, okay? So you get to actually see him go through that process of choosing a niche. And I'm really excited because he could have easily chosen something in the make money online world, which is what we do, and taken the easy route, okay? But he chose something that was really different, really, really different. I would have never thought about. So don't feel like just because this is the make money online world that you have to focus on, this make money online type of products out there and this niche, okay? For some people, for like me, I like it because, I've been involved in it for so long that I have a passion for it. But, there are other niches out there, whether you're into, pets or health or, any of these types of niches, there are opportunities out there, and you just have to go out there and choose your niche and then move forward. And the thing that really resonated with me in step one was that, we talked about perfection a little bit earlier, and Philip mentioned something that really stuck out to me, and that was, if you're confused, or if you can't decide, if you can't decide on one of your, let's say, 3 niches that you came up with, he said, just pick one and move forward. And I thought, well, that doesn't really make sense, but in a way it does, because just by you going through the process of learning, of doing, of failing forward, this is how you are going to become a successful entrepreneur. If you're too busy worried about making mistakes, you'll never move forward, okay? And so the whole point of him saying that was just move forward, pick a niche. Obviously, one of those 3 or 4 that you're interested in, you really like. So just pick one and move forward. And the experience that you gain in all the other elements of building this niche, of building this part of your business, is going to help you when you decide later on that, hey, this niche is not for me, right? I don't really like this niche. I'm going to switch. But now you've gained all this experience. So when you start setting things up, you just have perspective, and you can move forward a lot more quickly, okay? So I thought that was really, really impressive to just even hear that. It just really stuck with me. And then lastly, he just reveals his secret to explode your progress with taking action online. And I'm not going to reveal that to you. You need to go, you need to register for this free affiliate marketing training, okay? And you need to go through these steps and learn, okay? In fact, just recently, I've been talking to several people, and to me, it was just so imperative that they sign up for this. And it's because it's, number one, it's free, but number two, it is very comprehensive. I mean, if we go into, let's say we go into the first video, the first step here, okay? Okay, so, you going through here, there's, I mean, just so much information here, and the videos are just so, they're short, they're snappy, and they just kind of get to the point, and that's how Philip is. So this is a really excellent opportunity for you guys to jump in and sign up and take action. That's why this thing is called Taking Action Online, right? Is for you to go out and take action. So let me just stop sharing my screen here, because I really want to talk to you guys about what I'm going to be doing. Okay. So every week, every Monday, I plan on hopping on a YouTube live to really talk about the steps. Okay. Now, I had mentioned earlier that I'm not going to be going through the steps because I already have my own business, but I'm going to go through all the videos the way that you guys are going to be going through. Okay. Because I want you guys to see what's inside. I have a feeling that some of you sign up for this stuff, and maybe because you're not ready, it's something you sign up and it just sits on a shelf someplace. Okay. But I'm here to tell you that when you're done chasing shiny objects and you are kind of at that point where you're like, you know what, I've procrastinated long enough. I've been trying to get ready to get ready. You know how that is, right? Where you just keep studying and studying and studying. I know this, I know that, but you never take action. This is the action plan that you have to sign up for, to me. Okay. The information and the knowledge that you're going to be getting from Philip is priceless, and you're getting it for free. I mean, seriously, this is just the craziest thing ever. Also, too, I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you the progress tracker, okay? Because I think if you see this, you'll understand that this is real, okay? So let's go over to the progress tracker here, so you can take a look at that, okay? So you can see right here, this is the progress report of Philip as he goes through the Taking Action Online action plan. Okay, so again, as I mentioned earlier, he's going to redo the entire action plan. All right, the first 12 steps are the free steps. Okay, and the steps 13 through 20, those are part of his paid membership. Okay, so if you're interested in signing up for that, there is a special going on. It's a one-time price, one-time fee, and you get lifetime access. So you get all the updates and everything else in there, because he's always updating it with case studies, with strategy guides, with other experiences that he's sharing with us so that we can gain perspective. Okay, because I liken this whole make money online thing, this whole business, kind of like a journey, right? And Philip is where I want to be, and I'm sure where a lot of you want to be. And it's by watching what he does and learning from his mistakes that really helps you to avoid those pitfalls, because you remember that, right? So there's some value in that. Now, do you need to purchase this? No, absolutely not. Okay, you can still stick with the free plan, the action plan, and still build a business. It's just that if you want to take it to the next level and you want to have a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more perspective, then obviously that's when it's worth your time to purchase the one-time copy, right, of Taking Action Online. Okay, so this is what the tracker looks like. As you can tell, the getting started, this is what we talked about last week. Okay, and he completed step number 1, and that was completed on December 10th and made public on December 10th. And in next week's video, or next week's live, I'm going to be talking about step number 2, which is building your website. Okay, so I'm going to go through this again week by week. I'm going to go through it slowly, and I've already started watching some of the videos in step number 2, and then we'll just go over them real briefly so that you can get a clearer picture of what he is doing. Okay, and then step number 3 is choosing one social account. So you can see he's done a lot of these already, and he's just on a roll. So we're going to go through these, and I'm going to explain my thoughts and give you my thoughts on it, and show you the inside, because I think a lot of you, once you guys see the inside and see the value, the tremendous value that you're getting from this free training, you're going to jump on this. And I'm telling you right now, to me, this is the best training. This is the best free affiliate marketing training for beginners out there, hands down. I don't know anybody right now that is going through their own action plan or their own course and actually showing you what they're doing. I'm sure there are people out there that are. I just don't know who they are. I just know that this action plan is the same action plan that I followed to build my business. Okay, and to me, it works. Okay, this action plan it works. So, to me, it's something that if you can sign up for it, then go for it. Okay, go for it. Just go to kenfurukawa.com or click on the link in the description. I'm going to leave that in there. If you are interested in purchasing the lifetime access to Taking Action Online, there are 500 copies available. I don't know how many are left, and maybe one day I'll have Philip come on live to give us that information. But those copies are going to go. Okay, I'm telling you, they're going to go, and it's either going to be 500 copies are sold, or it's April 8th, 2021. So you have till April 8th, 2021. I'm going to try and give you guys some updates maybe on the next live so that you know how much are available. And that way you can make your decision by then. Okay. But again, to me, it's the best value. And as you can see, if you want to find out for yourself, just sign up. Just sign up for the action plan and go through it yourself. And I can guarantee you, you're gonna come away. You're just gonna be blown away at the level of information that's being shared for free. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And again, I'm gonna be doing these things every week. I apologize. I had a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning. I had my microphone on mute. That's what happens when you're on live. But yeah, next week I'll be on again on Monday around the same time. I think maybe around the 9:30, 10 o'clock time frame, and hopefully you can join me and get some knowledge from Taking Action Online. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week. All right, cheers.